All right, so this sequence is designed to balance out things around the pelvis or the hips. So it's not uncommon, muscles are tight, not working as well. Could be left to right, could be front to back, but we just get a little out of whack around the hips, and this is designed to bring us back into a little better balance. Now, one thing you want to do is make sure you check the notes for this, and you're going to start with each movement a particular way based on your individual circumstances. All right, so first thing we're going to do, lock your fingers behind one knee, flare the elbow out on the other side. So what I'm doing is just creating a bracket with my arms. This is going to allow me to push forward with my left leg, pull back with my right, but they can't go anywhere. Hold it for about a 3 to 5 second count, and then repeat the other way. 3 to 5 second count. So you're going to go back and forth until you've done 2 to 3 times each side. Again, check your notes so you finish on the side that's appropriate for you. Then we're going to go around both legs, interlock your fingers, and you're trying to move your knees away from each other. They're not going to go anywhere. 2 to 3 by 5 second holds. And then we're going to come down and make a fist right in between your knees, squeeze. And same idea, 2 to 3 by 3 to 5 second holds. All right, so now we've hopefully created a little better balance. Let's get those muscles working. So I like using a 1-inch super band. It gives us enough resistance. This could be a clothing belt. We want something with kind of less flexibility versus more flexibility. So the little mini bands won't work. You're gonna have a long end and a short end. Feed that long end through the short end. And then all you're doing is looping it in between the two sides of the band, give it a tug, and the friction will keep it in place. So what we're going to do is go into a basic bridge, but you want to sequence it correctly each time. So you're going to engage the pelvic floor, you're going to push out on the band, weight on your heels, then bridge up, big squeeze through the glutes, hold it for 10 seconds, and then come back down. Each time you go up, same sequence, pelvic floor, outward pressure on the band, weight on the heels, bridge up, squeeze the heck out of those glutes, 10 seconds, and then come back down. So you're going to go 4 by 10 second holds. Then we're going to take the yoga block, squeeze it between the thighs. You're going to keep it squeezed. We're going to hold a plank. Same idea, 10 seconds. What I want you to do is actually pull your toes and your elbows towards each other as you're holding this plank and squeezing in the block. So they're not going to go anywhere, but I'm locking in for 10 seconds, squeezing, and then I'm going to go ahead and come out of it. And then we're going to go right back into it. So the same 4 by 10 second holds, pull the elbows and the toes together, squeeze that block, and then back out. So after you've done 4 by 10 seconds, we're going to go into a side plank, and we're going to use modified. So bend your knees, we're going to come up into this position, and you're hinging up. So my hips are behind me, hinging up and forward. So I'm squeezing the block, holding my position here. So this is going to be, we'll say 15 seconds to start out. After 15 seconds squeezing the block, I'm just going to press my knee into the band, and now I'm getting the outside of both hips, both glute med. A lot of stuff going on, but I just like to talk about it in terms of lateral hip, and that's going to be also for 15 or so seconds, and then you would repeat that on the other side. So the idea is to try and create a little balance with some pushing and pulling, and then go through and activate all those muscles that are in that area to make sure we bring everybody back online. This is not a strength competition, so all we're trying to do is bring ourselves into a better position and then gently wake muscles up